today I'm going to be talking about dating during the winter season, or dating in the last months of the year as we all close out and wrap up the last months. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's always during this time, even for me, I wonder, oh my gosh, it's the end of the year already. But during this time, I get a lot of clients asking, should they be dating during this time? If they should or should not, okay, what's the focus, right? Can you even meet ladies during this time of year? So I will be getting into that today. Now, before I get into that, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruby Love, the dating coach for the good intentioned gentleman. All right, so let's get into this. I'll be breaking this up to really 3 big questions I get during this time. So number 1, should you be dating during this time? Yes and no. So as you always know, I'll be honest and real with you here. There is a shift. There is a shift in dating during this time. Now, should you be dating? I would still say yes if it fits your schedule and if it fits the kind of lifestyle and approach that feels right to you. And when I say feels right, I don't mean comfortable. I just mean in regards to who you want to be and what you're doing. So what do I mean by that? Number 1 is that online dating does shift during this time. Online dating is not as active just because this is the time of year. It's actually really good for travel. I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of friends, family really travel during this time, especially to maybe the warmer parts of the world. There's a lot of traveling to explore for themselves or traveling to see family, friends. It's the holidays, and that's what's happening. And then there's also a lot of focuses on buying presents. For Thanksgiving, there's a lot of cooking involved, so you're thinking about what to make. So people are busy. So because of that, many singles are not online during this time. And if they are online, it's really sporadic. It's only when they have quiet time and then they get busy for a couple days. So what I'm trying to say is if you're online, I'm not saying to deactivate or just completely delete it. I'm just saying expect slow responses and don't already count someone out for ghosting just because they didn't answer for a whole weekend. There's a lot of things going on during this time. So online dating has reduced. However, I still note this is the time to challenge yourself to approach singles, women in real life. And I will actually get into that in the third point. But yeah, I think it's still okay to date, but I wouldn't put all the heavy investment on meeting ladies, especially online. Now that leads to the second point. So what should the focus be on? What should your dating focus be on during the winter months or the last months of the year? Really look internally. This is the time. I don't know about you, but I feel like many people do this. At the end of the year, you're thinking, how did this year go? Looking at your goals you've had since the beginning of the year. What growth have you made? Really do a lot of reflections. Reflect on the year and then figure out, already start prepping yourself for the goals of next year and what you want to do. This is the time, if you realize you've been really negative this year, you feel really burnt out, take time for yourself, journal, exercise, be healthy, spend time with the people you care about. Really look internally and ask yourself, have I pushed myself this year at all? Did I do anything different? And if you really feel like you haven't really gotten anywhere different, it's time to really think about how. And that can look different for everybody. But it really goes into focusing on yourself. Yes, maybe take a break from online, maybe challenge yourself, as I just noted, to just talk to people, not even single attractive women, just interact with others, socialize, get out there, go to events, either alone or with friends. Do something for yourself to really recharge you during this time, because also it can be stressful because of the holidays anyway. So we don't want to add on to that. But the focus really should be on you, on reflection, on you, and asking yourself, how have you grown and where can I transform myself to really prep myself to be where I want to be at this time next year? All right, so reflect is what I'm saying. So focus on reflecting and taking action in whichever avenue you choose is best. Now, the third part of it is where to meet women. Can you and where do you meet women during these winter times and during these last months of the year? So what I highly suggest is to get yourself outside. I know it's cold. And I know I live in California, so I can't even say that because I'm spoiled. But it's still the coldest of the year. So with that doesn't mean that there are no events happening. I'm pretty sure if you Google your city holiday events, and you can even note free holiday events, there's a lot. there's like Christmas tree lightings, there's holiday markets, there's ice skating, there's like snow activities. Look at me sounding like a California, but outdoor activities that are very much only here for the holidays. Get out is what, get out there, go to these markets, interact with people. If you find someone attractive, this is your time to push yourself, because this is where it's easy to create any sort of interactions with others, because you can ask a person about, hey, I'm Christmas shopping, I'm trying to find recommendations, what do you think about this? And many people go to these kind of events solo because it's an interest of theirs. So if you have a tough time on knowing how to approach women in person, I have another video on that, so make sure to click on that if you don't know how to start a conversation. But otherwise, I do suggest you make sure to not get yourself, especially this season, it's really easy to hibernate. People call it like seasonal depression, right? People like to stay inside. But I really challenge yourself to get yourself out there. This is a time to potentially meet someone, but I would really see this as a moment for growth for yourself and just interacting with others, because socializing during these cold times is very helpful. And I've seen my clients come back, even from interacting with different guys or older women, it just feels merry, like during this season, and it feels good. If you're traveling during this time, interact with travelers. Note that you're traveling in during this holiday season and talk to people. This is the time to just talk. Push yourself out there and talk. And like I said, it's a great reason to talk to women, because you want their advice on what you're buying for your sister, your mom, or anybody, really, your friend. So get out there is what I'm noting. Get out there, right? So the top 2 things I really suggest you focus on during this time to wrap this up is focusing on yourself, number 1. It depends where you're at. A lot of my clients during this time, we're only focusing on internal work, the confidence they have in themselves, knowing what makes them attractive, really building out how they want the next year is going to look, internal work. Or number 2, push yourself to go to these holiday markets, look up events, and just go for yourself, and then have the intent of hoping to connect with someone, and that's it. Don't put so much pressure on yourself at this point. Just get out there and do your best to not, it's really easy to, but do your best to not just stay and cuddle up. Try something new. All right? That's it for me today, guys. Hopefully that helps you during this winter time. Stay warm, get out there, and connect.